Hello racing fans, welcome to Delaware Park. I'm your host, JJ Gracie. We'll be watching races from Thursday, September 8th. We had 8 races today. Our feature race was the Cape Henlopen, going 1.5 miles, originally on the turf, but on the dirt today. Our main track today started out muddy. We upgraded it to wet fast. Obviously, we were off the turf today. So let's take a look at the early daily double here today. The first race was maiden fives going 1 mile and 70 yards. Here's Josh, and here's your opener.
Away and running. Great speed from Do the Honors. Skating Date is also right there to take over control. And Rayo Negro is caught 3 deep as they get ready to charge into the first turn run. Are You Happy came away in 4th position at the 7.5, and Renee Zifa lopes along and goes very wide at the 7 furlong pole. So Skating Date's the leader, and there's no pace on and shows away by almost 3. Rayo Negro tracks the speed in second, and Do the Honors tried to drift out early and impacting Are You Happy on the far outside. And another gap of 5 back to Renee Zifa, who's at the back of the pack. So a very slow pace in the opener, and Skating Date continues to control things all his own way. Shows the way by 1.5 lengths. Rayo Negro keeping tabs on the speed, gets a little bit closer to that slower pace in second. Are You Happy getting closer too at the 4.5, but is 3 wide at the half-mile pole. Do the Honors has been relegated to 4th, and still last of all is Renee Zifa. So they go clippity-clop in the mud of the day, and Skating Date continues to make play. The lead's a length. Rayo Negro right there taking another crack at this leader in second. Are You Happy's third with 3 furlongs to go. Do the Honors get scrubbed upon, and still last of all is Renee Zifa, but Skating Date's in hand and in command and trying to kick away from the others as they get towards the quarter pole. Skating Date is nursing a 1-length lead. Rayo Negro has chased throughout. Are You Happy's dipped wide. Do the Honors is getting on track as they swing for home. Skating Date set a soft pace and is now kicked away from the opposition. Rayo Negro holding on to second. Renee Zifa's closing up the rail, battling with Are You Happy for the balance, but it's over up top. Skating Date came out swinging and wins well at odds of 3-1.
Skating Date blinkers off, Mark Schumann, and drops it from 12.5 to 5,000. He gets the job done, $8.80, 544.20. Rayo Negro, 683.60. Are You Happy, 240, and the 3 was for a 37.70 on the exact, 59.25 on a try. You got a 10-cent refund. Let's look at the second half. The early daily double claiming 12.5, going 1 mile and 70 yards. They're on their way in the second.
Away and running. Slow to go is Mr. Boldacious. Showing off, shows some good early speed. Stormy Bonnie had a tap on the brakes, and Mapache G rides that rail. Blowing Big Smoke is caught deep on the track in the early mix. Snow Candy is second last. And Mr. Boldacious floated off the rail as last of all, but only 5 lengths would cover tip to tail. Showing off's the leader, and that leads 3/4 of a length. Stormy Bonnie is a hard to hold second, and these two guys have kicked away from the rest. Blowing Big Smoke to the outside holds third over Mapache G, who was 3-5 when the wagering market closed. And on the outside, Mr. Boldacious has conquered 1, and Snow Candy counters that attack and sees the rail wide open and joins that fight for that 3rd place position. So down the back of the track they go with 4.5 furlongs out from the winning post. And Showing Off continues to be the speed, and Stormy Bonnie eyeballs his every single move. Snow Candy gets a couple of pops of the crop to stay with the speed now, and Mapache G has no excuses today. Blowing Big Smoke is a hard scent 5th, and still last of all is Mr. Boldacious with 3 furlongs to go. So this longtime leader is Showing Off. The lead's a dwindling neck. Stormy Bonnie right there in chase mode in second. Mapache G starts to pick him off one by one, but is out deep on the track, and these are the 3 that kick on. And Mr. Boldacious is trying to close in as they turn for home. Showing Off continues to lead. Mapache G's making a lot of ground. Showing Off's very erratic stretch run. Mapache G's wagging and weaving all over the place, but getting closer inch by inch. At the 16th pole, Showing Off's the leader at 24-1. Mapache G running out of ground and running out of time. Showing Off holds on.
Showing Off did just that today, gave Travis Surface his first here. He dropped from 25,000 to 12.5. You saw the rest of the story, $51.80, $10.47. Mapache G 240, 210, Mr. Bodacious 380. The 2 was fourth, the exact 58.20, the try 107.20, the daily double 70.90, 10 cents super $51.75. Let's move to the third race today, which is claiming 62.50, going 5.5 furlongs. Here's Josh, and here's your third.
Away and running. Muta Camille hopped at the start. Good speed today. One from the outside. Mr. Fantasy breaks sharp and instigated is right there too. Pepe and Haywood came away in that third place position, and hooray for Harvey is right there in the fourth place spot. Fast Cash stays parked at the rail, and Muta Camille now takes over that fourth place position with a half a mile to go. So Mr. Fantasy shows the way, and that leads 3/4 of a length, but instigated is hard sent under that second place position, and Pepe and Haywood takes the trail up the rail. Muta Camille's in between rivals 3 deep, 2 pass off the fence. Fast Cash tries to close in, and hooray for Harvey is 4 deep at the quarter pole, where Mr. Fantasy is the first one to cut that corner. Fast Cash is now having a dream trip up against the rail. Instigated's 3 wide, they swing in, and here comes Fast Cash with all the momentum taking the inside trail. At the final furlong pole, Fast Cash now has a 3/4 of a length lead. Instigated battles on, and so does Mr. Fantasy, but Fast Cash the winner. Fast Cash got it by a neck to be.
Fast Cash going off at 6-5, picks up the third race from Mario Soray. Beepern 442, 62.20. Instigated 380, 280. Mr. Fantasy $4, and the 6 was fourth. Your exact is 670. Your try 26.30. Your daily double $52. Your pick 3 $118.80. And your 10 cent super $14.29. Let's go to the fourth race today. Claiming 62.50, 9 winners to 2, going 5.5 furlongs. Here they go in the fourth.
All set. Away and running. Blazing speed from Data Deal today. Outside pace pressure from Any Minute. And there goes the speed that belongs to Angela Steinman, and passed in tandem by Johnny Swish. So the first 3 settling down is Johnny Swish, Data Deal, and Any Minute. They couldn't be going any faster over the rain-affected track. And Trust Your Instinct has a great spot to chase. Angela Steinman stays a ground-saving 5th in front of Purswell. And the one who's a distant last is Run Happy Star. They race towards the 3 furlong peg, and on the far outside, Any Minute trying to close past the speed. That is Johnny Swish, who stays at the rail, and Data Deal in between rivals. And lurking in the shadows is Trust Your Instinct as they turn to the top of the stretch. So Data Deal kicks for home. Johnny Swish tries the counter, and Trust Your Instinct is coming with a swooping run at the 3/16 pole. Homeward bound now, and Trust Your Instinct now slipping away from the rest. Trying to close in late is Angela Steinman for a minor award, but Trust Your Instinct is nicely clear as that finish line looms, and Trust Your Instinct has won it.
Trust Your Instincts going off for 3-5. Give Gary Contessa his 7th. Give Jimmy Rodriguez his 75th. And give Trust Your Instincts his 2nd. 340, 220, 210. Any Minute, $4, 260. Data Deal, $5, and the 1 was fourth. Your exact at 570. Your try 17.50. Your daily double 420. Your pick 337.30. Your pick 4 $145.10, and your 10 cent super $10.44. Let's go 2-year-olds maiden special weight, originally on the turf, back on the dirt, going 1 mile and 70 yards. Here comes your 5th.
Away and running. Great speed, one from the outside from That Was Then, This Is Now. In between rivals, We Don't Need Roads, but the early leader is Narcisse Godale as they pass the 7.5 furlong point. Shipmaster is behind a wall of early speed. Blame the Rule Maker drifts out Slingshot Boy into the 5 path as they enter this Paddock Grove turn. Narcisse Godale shows the way today and the leads 3/4 of a length. We Don't Need Roads is right there, a patiently ridden second. That Was Then, This Is Now idles up to the both of them, and these 3 race as a team as they leave the first turn behind. Blame the Rule Makers, 1 path off the rail in 4th, holding down the rail is Shipmaster, and Slingshot Boy has the slingshot past them all with 5 furlongs left to go. So Narcisse Godale trying to relax the pace, but right there challenging is We Don't Need need roads, and committed to a 3-wide kick around both turns. That was then, this is now, and they're 4 furlongs out from the finish. Blame the rule maker gets a couple of niggles to stay closer to the speed, dropping away with Shipmaster, and Slingshot Boy tries to pass that rival in a well strung out field. So this 3-pronged attack continues to percolate. We Don't Need Roads now takes the lead away from Narcisco Deli, and that was then, this is now is also in for the fight as they pass the quarter pole. We Don't Need Roads leads by 3/4 of a length. Narcisco Deli continues to ride that rail, and ducking in between rivals. That was then, this is now, switch south the fence, and they swing in. We Don't Need Roads is still holding the charge, still chasing. That was then, this is now, and Narcisco Deli up the fence. Blame the rule maker completes the superfecta, but We Don't Need Roads has got it. We Don't Need Roads the winner.
We Don't Need Roads went off at 8-5. Give Anthony Pecoraro his 10th. Give Jeremy Rose his 22nd. We Don't Need Roads broke his maiden second time out. 540, 340, 240 is the rest of the story. That was then, this is now, 820, 360. Narcisco Deli, 480, and the 2 was 421.60 on the exact, or 67.85 on your try. Pair 6 is your Deli double, 610. 50-cent pick 3, 790. And your 10-cent super, 38.96. 6 race, claiming 12.5, going 1 mile. Here's Josh.
Away and running. Slow to go is Morocco. Good speed today from Davidic Line, Mystic Link, and Alice My Love also showing plenty of early zip, and those are the first 3 as they charge into this first turn run. So Davidic Line comes away setting the pace, but hounded every step of the way by Mystic Link, and Alice My Love smartly backs off the speed to be in that 3rd place position. Jeezum Jim is well off the fence today in that 4th place position, and Morocco's in between rivals, sharing 5th with Vicarage, and on the outside, Sassy King is last of all. 5.5 furlongs to go, and Davidic Line is under the gun, and that pace pressure is by Mystic Link, and they've picked up momentum down the back of the track and is kicked away by 3. Alice My Love is on hold at the 4.5 and is 1 length clear in front of Morocco, who tries to close it after breaking last. Vicarage continues to save ground and advances sweetly up the fence. Jeezum Jim wide both turns, and Sassy King still last of all. So this pace battle continues to brew. Davidic Line and Mystic Link, they could be sitting ducks for the backmarkers. Alice My Love is closing in far outside Morocco, and Vicarage stays at that rail as they turn towards the quarter pole. Davidic Line and Mystic Link take their battle to the top of the stretch. Alice My Love is committed to a 3-wide kick, 4 deep as Morocco they swing in, and the rail belongs to Vicarage. Still multiple chances here. Mystic Link holding on by a thread. Getting closer is Alice My Love. Alice My Love puts that nose in front. Mystic Link kicks right back, but Alice My Love from off the pace today, and Alice My Love wins at 6-1.
Alice My Love will prove the best today, going up at 6-1. Give 1 Aragata his 6th, Garou Mina his 24th. The winner returned $15.80, $724. Mystic Link $944.60. Morocco $3. And then 1 was 4th. Your exacta $69.10. Your try $88.65. Your daily double $34.80. Your pick 3 $26.70. And your super was worth $31.07. That'll bring us up to the feature race, the 20th run of the Cape Henlopen, 150,000, mile and a half, originally on the turf, now on the dirt. Here's the stake.
Away and running. Good start in the center for Highway Bound. Fan Scholar showing good early speed, and the gray next is right there too. And the pace is keen for this 1.5-mile marathon. Alex June came away a patiently ridden 4th, and Bull Licorice is last of all as they move into the far turn on this first occasion. So Highway Bound wanted the lead and got it as they get ready to pass the quarter pole first time, and that leads a 1.5 lengths. Next is right there on hold, the gray, with some Breeders' Cup back form in that 2nd place position, and Fan Scholars broke on top and soon wrangled back in 3rd position as Alex June teams up with that one, and last of all this Bold Licorice as they get ready to move in front of us on the first occasion. So Highway Bound broke sharp and now trying to wrangle that speed down and shows the way 1.5 lengths with the circuit to go, and next is right there shadowing the speed in that 2nd place position. Fan Scholars has left the rail wide open for Alex June, who's starts to get a little bit closer too, and Bold Licorice is last of the five as they go around the second of three left turns. Highway Bound bounds along uncontested to a 2-length lead, and next is right there chasing the speed with 6.5 furlongs to go. Alex June has enjoyed a comfortable trip, now works over to the fence despite that outside draw, and Fan Scholars is 3 wide, leaving the second turn behind. Bold Licorice is still last of all with 5 furlongs left to go. So Highway Bound continues to have a nice and relaxed lead, but now they're starting to lurk a little closer too. Next hasn't moved a muscle yet and is still 1 lane clear in front of Alex June, Fan Scholars, and still the trailer Bold Licorice. They go back to where they began in the Cape Henlopen Stakes, and Highway Bound continues to have things all his own way. Next continues to shot the wall the speed in that second place position. Alex June stays scraping the paint in third. Fan Scholars is coming alive on the far outside, and Bold Licorice is closing in too. Now the plot thickens as Next takes the lead away. Highway Bound drops right off the map. Alex June has the run of the race, and Fan Scholars is wide as they turn for home. And Next and all of that back class trying to shine through and confidently kicks for home with an insurmountable lead. Alex June ran a good race in second, and Fan Scholars battles on for that one. But Next is now just running up the score. Fan Scholars moves into second. Alex June slowly gave way, but Next is the Cape Henlopen Stakes race champion.
Next, he doesn't run a whole lot, but he picked up his 5th win out of 14 starts, going off at 3-1, 840, 360, 240. Vance Scholars, 360, 210. Alex June, 210, and the 12 was 4th. Your exact is 1740. Your try, 1165. Your daily double, 2830. Your pick, 346.25. And your other pick 5 was worth 344.05 and $8.41 on your 10-cent super. Let's look at the 8th race in the finale. It's Phillies optional claiming 28,000, going 6 furlongs. Here's your finale, and here's Josh.
Away and running. Great speed from Decoupage. There goes Rather Nosy to strike the top. And Intrepid Daydream also adds fuel to the fire. And Plain Drunk is on hold in that 4th place position. Sequin Lady is a gray head in front of Flava's Dream, who's last of all. They point towards the 4.5, and Rather Nosy is unopposed and leads by 1.25 lengths, tracked intently by Intrepid Daydream. And Decoupage is right there in a feisty mood as well. A gap of 3 back to Plain Drunk, who needs to get going from that 4th place position. Flava's Dream stays at the rail, and Sequin Lady to her outside. They pass the 3 furlong point, and Rather Nosy still has a comfortable lead. It's 2, but Intrepid Daydream is starting to close in inch by inch, and Decoupage is dropped away as they swing past the quarter pole. Rather Nosy is confronted by Intrepid Daydream at the top of the stretch, and Intrepid Daydream just overhauled the leader with successful ease. Rather Nosy holding on to second. Plain Drunk is picking up the minor awards, but it's over up top. Easy money on Intrepid Daydream, nicely clear. Plain Drunk into second, but no catching Intrepid Daydream.
Intrepid Daydream proves best in the finale. Give Gary Capuano his 11th, Angel Suarez his 34th, and put 280, 210, and 210 in your pocket. Plain Drunk, 260, 210. Flava's Dream, 560, and a 6 for 4th. $3 on the exact, 11.9 on the try, 960 on the double, 31.85 on the pick 3. Your other pick 4 was worth 116.40, and your 10-cent super, $7.76. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here. Jimmy Rodriguez gets 1. He is now at 75. Angel Suarez picks up 1. He's now at 34. And Jeremy Rose gets 1 now. He's at 27. And Manny gets 1. He's now at 24. The leading trainers now, we could also put on a couple that Gary Capuano gets 1, Contessa gets 1, and Pecoraro gets 1. So that's a look at the races today at Delaware Park for Thursday. We'll be back here again tomorrow with another 8 races, another nice handle. We appreciate that, $1,560,135. I'm your host, J.J. Gracie, for Lane Tapman, Chris Rooney, and all the crew here at Delaware Park. Good night and good racing. Always find yourself in a winner's circle.
Delaware Park.